Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I want you to do something for me today. Next time you step outside, look down. Look at the cracked, uneven asphalt on your block. Look up at that street lamp that's been flickering or dark for 3 months, or the rust bleeding through the concrete joints of the highway overpass you drive under every morning. For generations, we've been conditioned to look at these physical failures and feel completely powerless. We've been told that fixing our cities is a slow, multi-million-dollar waiting game played behind closed doors by municipal bureaucracies, corporate utility monopolies, and state-level committees. But what if I told you that the gridlocked top-down status quo is entirely obsolete? What if the tools to diagnose, vote on, and directly fund the reconstruction of your neighborhood were already sitting right inside your pocket? Today, we are diving deep into a book that is completely rewriting the rules of the built environment, VoSols, the Civic Blueprint, turning public failures into open-source solutions on the decentralized edge. This isn't some abstract, high-minded academic text about distant smart city utopias. It is an engineering battle plan. The core concept revolves around VoSols, or voter solutions, a decentralized, ledger-driven framework that turns ordinary citizens into active infrastructure architects. Using the mobile supercomputers we carry every day, the book outlines how we can deploy crowdsourced LiDAR depth maps, thermal FLIR imagery, and acoustic sensors to verify systemic rot ourselves, instantly publishing unalterable civic tickets directly onto an open, transparent public blockchain. What blew me away while reading these 33 chapters is the sheer hard-nosed pragmatism of the technology. The book sets up a spectacular high-stakes battle between the old-guard dig-and-dump civil construction cartels and highly efficient open-source engineering alternatives. Instead of tearing up a street for 2 weeks to replace a corroded pipe, the ledger introduces us to cured-in-place trenchless lining. Instead of pouring millions into rigid concrete seawalls that undermine and fail, we see the deployment of living shorelines made of interlocking oyster reefs and native marsh grasses. It is a radical look at how we can bypass the political theater of municipal boards and let communities directly vote on and fund the smartest, cleanest engineering solutions available today. But VoSols doesn't stop at fixing potholes and bridges. It completely reimagines our shared utility grids. Imagine a neighborhood where residents don't pay exorbitant rates to corporate telecom monopolies because they built their own self-healing wireless mesh backhaul on their rooftops. Picture commercial skyscrapers utilizing phase-change ice batteries to cool their offices at night, saving the electrical grid from collapsing on sweltering summer afternoons. Think about converting existing municipal street furniture into a peer-to-peer EV charging network, or floating modular solar arrays across municipal drinking water reservoirs to cut evaporation while generating clean community power. This is the transition from passive tax-paying victims to active equity-holding shareholders of the very blocks we live on. And when the ultimate test comes, when a catastrophic storm, a flash flood, or a grid failure hits, this book reveals its true masterpiece, a resilient, open-source civil defense framework. Instead of waiting 48 hours for a centralized, militarized agency to navigate traffic blockades, the VoSols ledger automatically coordinates. It establishes low-altitude, autonomous aerial corridors for delivery drones to transport emergency medical supplies, and routes community amphibious assets to civilian extraction points mapped in real time by crowdsourced telemetry. It proves with absolute clarity that the ultimate shield against any crisis is not a distant, opaque authority, but an interconnected, self-governing community that can never be switched off. If you are tired of watching your city crumble while bureaucrats pass the buck, you need to read this book. VoSols. The Civic Blueprint is the spark that turns civic frustration into local, decentralized power. It's time to stop asking for permission to build a safer, cleaner, and more resilient world. The ledger is live, the tech is ready, and your block is waiting for you to step into the arena. Head over to Amazon, grab your copy of VoSols, the Civic Blueprint today, and let's start rebuilding our world from the grassroots up. Until next time, stay resilient, keep your eyes on the grid, and I'll see you on the ledger.